guys, so I'm here to address this video from Custom Canine Unlimited. Apparently they're supposed to be high-speed canine trainers who train for military, law enforcement, and personal protection as well as pets. Well, I'm here to call this out. If you read the description, it says route clearance. This dog is not doing what is actually route clearance. This dog is doing nose work for explosive detection. Yes, you would think that explosive detection is a part of route clearance, which it is, but it's not it in the technical sense. Route clearance is completely different than regular explosive detection. Regular explosive detection, you're in a said area. You pretty much know that the explosive is there. You just have to find it and actually pinpoint it precisely. And route clearance, you don't necessarily know that the explosive device is there, but you have to go find it. So, with that said, what should be going on in this situation? Well, first of all, that guy should not be that close to that dog if it is route clearance. Because if that dog see how it's pushing in to the scent, if that dog triggers something, not only is that dog dead, but the handler and anybody within feet of that handler and dog are gone. In route clearance, you want the dog independent. Now, people say that the dog shouldn't be independent, that it can't be independent. Well, if your dog is tasked with doing something that dramatic, that important, that technical, then it should have the obedience down packed enough to be able to go forward of the team and completely independent, be able to make decisions on its own without the handler sitting there and pushing it into the scent. That dog should not be all the way in that scent like that. That dog should be able to pick it up from the side of the road. See where its back legs is? Where its back legs are? That's where the front legs should be. It shouldn't be all the way on its scent. The dog should indicate that the scent is there beyond that point, and then the handler can use a laser to guide it in. And what I mean by that is the handler takes the laser and shines it, and once the laser beam is actually on the device that the dog can hear if it's making a noise, see if it's in visual clearance, and definitely smell, then the dog should do a secondary alert. So you got the initial right here, you got the initial indication of it that should be happening, and then once the dog indicates that it's there, the handler should use a laser or something to get the dog to actually alert on it, and that handler should be far back, at least a good 20 to 25 feet at starters. The more realistic it is, the longer that distance becomes. But that dog should not be all up in that scent like that. This is not route clearance. This is nose work with regular explosive detection. Don't let stuff like this fool you and convince you that these types of trainers that sell the ideals and teachings, the philosophies and ideologies of this kind of stuff are high speed, because they're not. There's numerous flaws that are in this. And another flaw, that right there, that ball should not be going towards that explosive device, because as you see, when the ball goes, that dog goes, the dog should come back to the handler to get the reward. It should not be rewarded there, because what it's teaching the dog is just to stay there and wait to get blown up. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Drop them below.